It's a very pussy move on your part to keep avoiding Dean.
Then debate me.
People like you.
Let me on the mic. Let me on the mic.
Get Dean on the mic.
All right, first of all, did those cringe college conservative Charlie Kirk fan incels actually just get mad at the word pussy? Are they that far gone?
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy.
Right, clearly in this instance, it's really upsetting to the MAGA men in the college conservative crowd there at Texas A&M because they can't get any without slipping something into a girl's drink at a frat party. Now, all the humiliating footage of MAGA conservatives I have coming up for you are from Texas A&M, and specifically Charlie Kirk's Prove Me Wrong rally that he's been hosting all around the country, but these clips have been going viral recently because of this absolute hero, Dean Withers. He is a young political content creator, he's 20 years old, and he tried to debate Charlie Kirk at these rallies, as you'll see in this upcoming clip, but Kirk pussied out. Real quick before I play that for you, if you are not following this man, you absolutely should be. His content is incredible. And on that note, if you wouldn't mind following here as well, drop a like, subscribe to the channel to join our resistance here at Really American, where we make it our mission to highlight creators and stories like these that aren't being covered by the mainstream media.
Let me on the mic.
Get Dean on the mic. That's the whole reason I came up here. It's a pussy move for you to keep avoiding him.
This was Dean's whole plan. I'm going to bring these people here. Woo!
We've been told by every single one of Kirk's staffers that he doesn't want to talk to us. Yeah, I have some disagreeing questions. Do you think I could ask him?
Well, that's something you're going to have to talk to somebody else about.
The reason we weren't let in line is because we don't go to college. But apparently neither does a guy on the mic. We're in MAGA territory now. We need to be very respectful.
Hey, Charlie, Dean's here. Dean. Come on.
You have a permit?
We should talk. Trying to talk to Charlie Kirk, but it's not worth it. Do you think me and Kirk should have a conversation?
100%.
You got to get me up there, man.
He may be purposely ignoring you.
This has proven to be very difficult.
I think that we are in the free marketplace of ideas. Anyone should be able to come up here and challenge and debate. If you're really for that, as you say you would allow someone to come up here and debate you on that.
Right, if you're really for it, you would let someone come up and debate you, but Charlie Kirk is not. Kirk, the founder of Turning Point USA and a big reason for Trump's social media victory and victory in 2024, only likes to dunk on liberals he deems lesser than him. Which fortunately, folks, Dean is very much not. And even though he didn't get the chance to debate Charlie Kirk here, he made a plethora of viral content that I'd like to share with you now, absolutely destroying maggots at this Charlie Kirk event while he is currently on his own tour, the Unfuck America tour. And I want to start with this MAGA conservative woman that he debated getting absolutely bodied, and then we'll dive into this video over here where he talks to a bunch of liberal supporters right next to a bunch of Trump supporters and says a bunch of heinous things that Trump has done to absolutely no dismay or disdain from the Trump supporters.
Jesus rule in this country. We've had a country for 4 years being held hostage with evil and demons, and that's what you're supporting. So God bless you too, and I'll pray for you.
You think that the Democrats are evil demons, right?
I think Satan is using a lot of them, and they don't even know it, but I think a lot of them are working with him, yes.
So where in the Christian Bible does it say that you should hit on 10-year-old girls or sexually abuse women like Trump has?
Where are you getting that information? From the liberal media?
It's a clip of Trump where he was walking up an escalator in 1996 and he told a 10-year-old girl coming down on the other side that he'd like to date her in 10 years.
What's the backstory? You see, you weren't even alive. What year were you born? 93, 94?
You said you were a Christian. Were you alive during Jesus' resurrection?
No, but he lives inside of me, in my life. I feel him every day. There is no LGBTQ. We are man and woman here.
She really thought she ate there when she looked at the camera and she's like, oh, I gotcha.
Wait, let's clarify about this. So what is a man?
A man has DNA of a male and has a penis.
Okay, quick question. Is God the Father a man?
What?
Is God the Father a man?
God is God. God is God.
Yeah, but is he a he, him?
The sovereign. He is our sovereign God.
You just called him a he, so he's a he, him?
He is a he.
Can only men be he, hims?
Yes.
So that means God the Father's a man?
Of course. Well, yeah, if you're going to put it like that, of course. He is a male. Yes.
Does God the Father have XY chromosomes?
Also, this dumbass is wearing a Guns Save Lives badge. Like, how are you going to call yourself a Christian and then advocate for guns that kill the most kids in this country? But these are the same MAGA Christians who, just like Marjorie Taylor Greene, are celebrating the Pope's death, right? And before we dive into this clip here, which is my personal favorite, I want to tell a quick anecdotal story. So I was talking with Chip clip on a podcast we filmed last week to former Republican Joe Walsh. We had to axe the podcast because Joe Walsh was in his car on his phone. The audio was terrible. It was just too choppy. During that conversation, however, I was talking to Joe Walsh, and he said something to the effect of young people need a kick in the rear. And I respectfully pushed back on that and was like, hold on, I'm a young person, or I consider myself young, and also, have you seen some of the young people doing these amazing things like Dean here? And you guys let me know after you watch this clip if you think, hey, yeah, you know what, maybe some of these kids are all right.
How do we feel about all of these people in line to see small-faced Charlie Kirk? I'm going to say something absolutely deplorable that Trump did, and then they're not going to care. Are you ready? Use your voice and be loud, because it's so funny in contrast to the people who are so quiet and complacent with the presidency that they don't give a about. Trump called for the termination of the Constitution in December of 2022. Doesn't care! Donald Trump was held civilly liable for literally a woman. Boo! No response. Half of our country could not give a what our president does. Is a manufactured recession that is only happening because of the policy of our president a bad thing for America? Yeah! Your turn. No! I've never seen a more real material contrast of the right and the left.
Y'all, I'm gonna say it. I love this guy. I think he's so cool. I love what he's doing. If you haven't followed him already, make sure you do. I would love to talk to him on the Really American podcast or in a video or whatever. So I don't know that it works this way on YouTube. He's pretty big on Instagram and TikTok and those kinds of platforms. But if you wouldn't mind, I think he does have a YouTube. Tag him in those comments down below. Let him know. I want to talk to this guy. I want to meet him. I want to share his story. Not that he has a problem doing that. He has plenty of reach, but I think it would be great to just have him on the Really American Network. If you agree, if you'd like to see something like that, then and if you support the work that he's doing and all of this, by all means, please drop a like, go subscribe to him, subscribe to Really American, because these are the types of stories that we want to highlight and the types of resistance that we want to bring to you, the viewers, the audience. Because I do think there is a lot of fight in our youth, and I think they know the media platforms that we need to be using and the strategies that we need to be using to reach the audiences that were reached by Charlie Kirk and Trump and Don Jr. and Joe Rogan and this fucking far-right media ecosystem that brought us down this path. So we need to highlight and elevate creators like this that are doing similar things, but for the left, for the right side of history.
I had wanted to tell you guys an argument that I use against Republicans who are pro-life that I haven't heard you guys bring up before. Super simple. I ask if they have ever heard of a twin eating another twin in utero. They say yes. I ask them if they would arrest that baby for murder once it's born, and they lose their minds.
Anyway, this just got me real passionate and riled up. I hope you guys enjoyed. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you guys in the next one.